morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oh, yeah. Oh, please like and subscribe. Yeah. That good. Yeah. Ha ha.
No engine brakes. Rain takes longer to slow down. Still speeding. There we go. Welcome to Burns Lake. 7:50 in the morning. Tight corners through Burns Lake. They've got a little bit of snow here. Driving on black ice all day. All of yesterday evening. Definitely running later than we would like to, but yeah, she is what she is.
Some areas is where a
lot of cars in the ditches. Some semis in the ditches. In fact, this highway was closed yesterday due to an accident.
It was closed overnight.
Oh, did you look up the flood situation in Sumas?
I should do that when we so soon. It's not here.
Did the pump fail overnight? So, lower mainland, well, I talked a little bit about all the crazy storms, the washouts. Well, all the rivers are overflowing, and Sumas, the lower mainland, used to be a lake. And there's 4 pump houses that pump water out to make sure it doesn't return back to being a lake.
It's crazy.
It's gone?
I don't think it's gone, but it's just crazy how many of them are underwater.
So Sumas is underwater.
They're coming together trying to rescue the cows for the dairy. That's how the article starts out.
So yeah, basically the pumps failed. Yeah, so it used to be a lake and now it's a lake again. So this means that there are thousands of cattle stuck in that. And the pictures show that the houses are almost all the way into the water, only roofs sticking out. And unfortunately, there were a lot of chicken barns in that area.
So not only do they get the cattle, but you can't get the feed out when there's already a beef shortage throughout Canada.
So they're going to lose all their feed. They're going to lose.
They had all the feed,
They had the feed. They're going to lose it all.
and there was a shortage.
There's a shortage already on feed. And yeah, the chickens, they can't do anything for the chickens. Just thousands and thousands of chickens are going to perish.
And there's the hogs too.
Hogs, yeah. Yeah. I know farmers were cutting fencing to let their cows out. So hopefully the cows find higher ground.
It was crazy though, like, I saw those photos of they're literally boating, like...
Yeah, they're literally boating along the highway. Where Trans-Canada Highway is, where we always drive through Abbotsford, they're boating along it. Abbotsford to Chilliwack, all of those flat areas, it's just massive flooding.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else, but I think everybody's just still waking up.
Absolute, complete disaster. Still going on. Yes, we were listening to Christmas music for the first time. It's like it was snowing yesterday evening and black ice and slippery. Like we're on black ice right now. Don't see any mist coming off the road at all. So yeah, we're still on black ice. It's only -2 now. It's -7 in the morning.
I just had an update at 7:30, the meeting. I have much info for that. Last time they shut off the water for their area for the drinking water.
Also, they shut the drinking water off because it was imminent danger.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were warning that if you did not evacuate last night from Sumas, that you were under serious threat of death if you did not evacuate. If you stayed there, there's a good chance you're not going to make it out. So hopefully everybody made it out yesterday.
So this says the pump is operating at full capacity, thanking about 300 people who came out overnight to help protect the dam, buying the city some time.
Oh, so the pumps are still going. So 300 people came out
To help build the dam and protect it.
to build the dam around the pumping house, protect the pumping house. So part of the town might be flooded out, but not the whole thing yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're still pumping. Okay. Yeah, I guess anybody living in that area is like, gonna do whatever we can.
So let's say the Fraser River has dropped 2 meters. And it's a much better situation this morning than last night, but we're not out of it yet.
Okay, so it's starting to look a little bit brighter. Might be through the worst of it.
And there's some chicken farms. And they saw water almost up to their roof yesterday.
Chicken farms almost to the roof. Yeah, those chickens are gone.
So that's a news update. So it's still
Chickens don't swim.
not the brightest animals to begin with.
They were in the 60s zone and I didn't realize it.
So yeah, we'll see what the situation. But at least the water's going down. So.
Yeah, as long as it stops, we don't have another storm come through.
I haven't looked at the bird. I'm just kind of scared of that part.
For some reason, my GPS is losing the satellite signal. Can you remind me to bring it home and update it? It's been doing this for the last month.
Okay.
It's like a switch, all of a sudden it didn't want to connect anymore.
Last time was like a switch and you brought it home and I fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that likes me. I think she just misses me.
We all miss Jess.
Yeah.
Still 60 here, still 60. It's a problem with not running cruise control. Oh, I'm getting a little mist off the tires.
Yay.
Let's drive in the wetter area here. Getting lots of mist over there. Woohoo! We're out black ice. For how long though? Do I risk turning on cruise control? Floor as hard as I can, and it did not spin the tires. I don't know, that actually just kind of like relief. Problem is it's still -2, so the air temperature is still cold enough that it could be slippery. Won't do cruise control for now. No engine brakes yet. Let's see if it continues not being slippery. Must have had a lot of wind coming through here because the snow's all been knocked off the trees.
So it looks like next Monday is a lot of rain for Abbotsford. Wednesday's a lot of rain. Thursday's a heck of a lot of rain.
Darn it.
And Friday. So they
So that's this week?
next week.
Next week.
I
So,
don't know if this week, but no, next week. Yeah.
so it's a week away from now. Well, but a week might be enough to get everything low enough that.
And then the week after that, they have more rain again.
So right now, what the government has told us is Highway 1 and Corkahall are not going to open anytime soon. They have to send engineers out, but it will be a significant time, like we were guessing yesterday. Highway 3 will possibly, they're going to send engineers out, but their best guess right now is maybe over the weekend. So there will be, for sure, no in and out of Vancouver, no way to the rest of BC from the lower mainland for at least a week.
They opened 99, so...
99 is open?
Well, they were supposed to open it yesterday. I don't know if they actually did, but they said they should open, so... If they open 99, then there's a way.
If they open 99, there is a way around. It's a huge detour.
And
You can't go south to Highway 1 though, so you have to take the 99, go to Kamloops, and then you can go Cash 99, 97 you can go north, but to go south you still have to go to Kamloops. Yeah.
And who's to say that roads stay open?
Yeah, that's a sketchy winter road anyway. You don't take that road voluntarily, so there. But I guess emergency stuff could go through if that highway is open. And Jess was going, all these trucks, like we saw hundreds and hundreds of trucks parked in Kamloops. Jess is like, if you were this truck, why wouldn't you head down Highway 3? Because that would be most likely open first. Like, there's no point of heading anywhere until you know that the weather changes so quick you don't know where it is. Just park the truck, wait for them to open something or say, hey, this place will be open in the next day, then head that direction. So I guess most of the trucks that are parked in Kamloops, if 99 is open, could head through that way. It'll be slow, it'll be painful, it'll be packed highway.
Cars are on it, so...
Okay, so it's cars driving on it.
Yeah, the one there, the 99, was one that claimed a few lives, so...
Yeah, the Highway 99 road closure, at least 2 people died on that one. The mudslides, rock slides took some cars out. So yeah, it's a pretty big tragedy. Pretty still in the making. Some human lives lost, a lot of animal lives lost, thousands of animal lives lost, and houses and cars just gone. People's livelihoods just gone. Whoa. Got a grader on the road. Oh, that's the other heated one right there. After Burns Lake, that's where the other heated restroom is. We found a new heated restroom close to Vanderhoof.
This is saying after New Hazelton we may have some ice going down to Terrace.
So from New Hazelton to Terrace, we might have slippery roads.
This is part of the icing. The webcams
Okay.
I don't have enough service to really
We'll see how warm it gets in it.
Oh yeah, they're shiny in here.
Okay.
So right after the turnoff to go north, that highway.
Yep.
That's some black ice.
That turn off is after Houston, right?
I don't know if Hazelton or...
Yeah, New Hazelton is after Houston. Yes.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
I'm just debating on fuel. We have about 4 hours of fuel. Arrive in 4 hours and 15 minutes. Might be able to make it to there without fueling up. I know I can fuel up in Houston and I can fill up in New Hazelton as well. And I can fill up in whatever town's coming next. There's a 4 places to fuel up. So there's actually quite a bit of fuel places.
Yeah, this highway's so nice. They have a lot of rest areas.
A lot of rest areas.
A lot of car blocks. Like, it's
A lot of
nice.
fuel. When I came through here the first time, I was really scared of fuel because all these card locks, they don't advertise them and they're off the highway.
Yes.
So at first I thought there was nothing between Kamloops and Terrace.
Oh, Prince George, you know.
I mean from Prince George.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said Kamloops. Prince George, I would always top up on fuel and then I knew Terrace had fuel. But now we've found more and more spots to fuel up. I put them on a spreadsheet. So if you're a rookie driver driving in BC, I put Petro passes on my spreadsheet, I put Essos on my spreadsheet, and Flying J's on my spreadsheet. I don't put chevrons on because we cannot fuel up at chevrons or quads or any of the other ones. I just put those 3. So if you have a card for those 3 and like my spreadsheet, shoot me a message. Email it out to you. Most of them are BC, but I also make a spreadsheet for the rest of the country as I go along. And speaking of, I never added Boulder, Montana to my list yet. Fueled up there.
That's better.
Still driving as if it's black ice because it might be because I'm not getting any more spray. I think what the other town's name is like coming up. It's a big town.
Hey, cheat. I'm gonna cheat.
You're gonna cheat and Google it? It's a bus.
Like froggy throat.
Like, I see lights flashing.
Houston, really? Houston's really the next big one. I don't know.
Houston,
Houston and Smithers.
Smithers. There we go.
Well, that's after Houston.
That's after Houston. So we got Houston, Smithers, and New Hazelton, and Terrace. We can fuel up. Lots of room. Yeah, I'm not spinning my tires at all here. I'm going full throttle trying to make them spin. Really light on the back, so also I'll have to explain to the boss and to the customer how I damaged the trailer. I guess I've got the dunnage underneath the front trailer, and the trailer must have wiggled back and forth because we didn't take wheels off the front one, and the wiggling back and forth must have pushed the aluminum skirt into that dunnage, and it's definitely put a significant dent in that aluminum skirt. I'm sure it can be hammered out, but still, I definitely damaged it. That's my bad. I put the dunnage in the wrong place. I didn't think of the fact that the trailer would wiggle back and forth in the wind and stuff. Once it's daylight, I noticed it yesterday when I was doing the post trip. I'm like, oh no, no. Oh well. And it didn't have dents in there until later on in the day yesterday. So we must have hit the right amount of wind or something where it really crunched it over. Take some pictures for the boss and send it in to him. I messed up. I always own up to my mistakes. Better than hiding them. Anytime I see damage to the freight, I let the customer know. Make a note of it on the paperwork. Well, depends what kind of damage. If I tore a bag of concrete or something, whoopty, that happens all the time. You expect that kind of damage, but basically extraordinary damage, something that you would not expect during transit. Less wind over here, more of the trees still have snow on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some deer there. That gets them moving it back into the forest.
Santa moose. Deer.
Free deer.
So we're in moose territory.
We are in moose territory. Speaking of, if you see a moose and you honk, nothing happens.
No.
Elk, nothing happens. They just don't care. They know that they're top of the food chain as far as... They're not scared of much.
The only part of my dream I remember last night is that I had a lot of moose in them.
You had a lot of moose in your dream?
Yeah, that's all I remember. Literally, I remember just like a field of 40 moose. That's all I remember.
Saw some bison yesterday.
Like,
Where did we see bison?
by Savannah, maybe?
Oh yeah, yeah, right there. Highway 1 between Kamloops and Cache Creek. It's not bison yet. Only like 3 or 4 of them.
It looks like it was just starting out. Like they had
Small little-
male and female that had
Yeah.
2 calves. Like they were just starting out with that.
It's definitely slippery here. We're on ice now. Yeah, I've got the power divider locked. I don't have any of the discs locked, but I've got the power divider on. It's been on since yesterday afternoon. I haven't bothered turning it off. Okay, I'm just going to stay on for a bit. Such a light load on the back. Like,
These are the kind of trees I like to drive.
yeah, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
I am a little excited. I get a snow trip without paying for the gas.
Yep. Snowplow. Yep. Whenever I see yellow flashing lights now, I'm like, school zone. Or school, it's time the school buses are picking up, so you really gotta watch. It's not just a snowplow or a wide load. I always figure that rattling is the fire extinguisher, but I don't know.
I put my foot on it and it stops. So it must
Yeah,
be.
it's a fire extinguisher. So we should put some kind of cloth in the strap that straps it down. Just a cloth around it and then strap it down and see if that fixes it. But it's been there all the time. I'm like, if Jess was here, she would find that rattle.
I found it last time too, yes. We have some rags in it.
Throw a rag in there and strap it down with a rag. So it doesn't have that little bit of free room. Yep, definitely slipping here. Feeling it. We're not slipping and sliding around, but we're not solid on that road either. There's more movement in the rear than normal. So yeah, corners, you're just slowly going to the corners. Take her easy. Straightaways are still forward. Corners, that's where you crash and get up upside down in the ditch. Brake check.
We're counting up forward now to 6 Mile Hill. Like where did that name come from?
6 Mile Hill? Yeah, I don't know where that name came from. 6 miles from where?
Exactly.
-4 out. I'll jump out and I'll be right back. Did a good job cleaning off the brake check.
That wrist area during the middle day yesterday was sketchy. You're not getting mine.
I'm not getting yours.
Your flavor's worse.
My flavor's worse. The rule is you grab a random one.
Yeah. I did grab random ones. It's just worse than mine. That's all.
This sucks coming down the hill. No ABS or no engine brake. I have ABS right now. No engine brake. Let's turn it on the straightaways. Turn it off on the corners. I'm light. Imagine a full load. With no cruise control, I end up speeding more than normal. Also, end up driving slower than normal. My speed fluctuates up and down.
I do that a lot in Arabic.
Mountains in the background. did not have time to edit yesterday's video, so I'm behind on videos.
We didn't get 8 hours of sleep though.
Yeah, we need to sleep. I only had 8 hours off last night, so I got about 7.5 hours of sleep. Jess got less. She's not used to sleeping in the truck, so.
It always takes me a bit to readjust. It's usually is it a lack of noise or too much different noise.
You have a Bluetooth speaker going back there. With some brown noise.
Yeah. I do have some on my phone, so I guess I could play that.
We prefer brown noise over white noise. More natural sound.
So yeah, sadly these half-week trips with you by the time I get used to it, I'm back at home. It's fun.
Looks like we got a town coming up. Maybe just a village. I think we got grip again. Seems like the -2, -3 mark, that's where we get grip. Anything colder than that, we don't. What's the place called? Topley. Lakes District. Topley welcomes you. Yeah, roads are much better here. Much better here. So we're going to deliver this load late enough that I don't think we're going to get reloaded today, depending on where we're getting reloaded. If we're getting reloaded, we'll see where we go. Like, I don't know if we have to go all the way back to Kamloops to get reloaded or not. I don't know where we're going to get reloaded. load it and then see where we're going after that one.
I don't think it's the same place we went last time.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. Probably a different spot. Now let's turn my headlights off and just run daytime running lights. Headlights are on, but they're not as bright. Turn the parking lights off as well, but leave the marker lights on, the truck and trailer. Makes my dash brighter. And I stay visible. I stay visible to everybody else still too. So. About using cruise control. Put the power divider lock off for the first time since yesterday afternoon. Roads have a lot less ice over here. If any. It actually feels grippy for once. Guess we'll hold off on cruise control for a bit. Now that I've got the power divider lock off going up the hill, I'll be able to tell easier if it's slippery or not. So I'll spin a lot quicker. It's beautiful, all the white trees in the background. Like, just it's so beautiful.
I know you've seen that a few times already this year.
Not this road, but
winter.
you mean the snow. Yeah, winter. This is your first. Yeah, this is your first winter. Yeah. Yep. People watching my YouTube video saw winter before you did.
Oh, no. I watched a little bit of it, so.
Minus 6.5 here. or maybe that's why there's less ice on the road. It stayed cold enough that the snow is blowing over it instead of melting onto it. Looking at people's headlights reflecting off the road, and just in the center you see a little bit of reflection, but not much at all. Okay, I'm going for it. Cruise control activated. Maybe we don't want cruise control around corners though. Yeah, got grip here. Cool. More comfortable driving on a road like this. That black ice stuff. Pros usually get out of the way. Usually. Not 100% of the time, but most of the time.
It looks like the weather might be good enough for us to see the tall mountains today.
Yeah, the clouds are clearing out a bit, so I'm seeing some of the taller mountains way in the background there.
Usually we go through here and the clouds don't let us see it.
I feel like I can breathe and relax. Now we started at 5:45 a.m. Did our pre-trip, and by 6 a.m. we were on the road moving. Early day.
I'm definitely not used to it.
Means currently our day has to end at 7:45 unless we take some off-duty time during the day, which will move it to a later time.
Well, since we both are sure we're probably not reloading, you have lots of options.
We may have lots, depending, we might be driving to wherever we're loading all evening, so. I predict we're not going to get reloaded today, but who knows? wants to do to you. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird place. I would have mounted the audio system up a little higher, but I guess I'm not in charge of that. There's a little bit of black ice here, but not much. If I was in charge of mounting, it would have been up higher.
Yeah, I agree. I could have done that without obstructing the view. And passengers would have easier time.
Surprisingly, that wasn't slippery. Lots of snowmobile tracks in the ditch already. Some people in the winter, snowmobile is the preferred method of transport. I remember in Manitoba in the winter, people would snowmobile to work all the time.
Like where I'm from, we would do that too, the real estate trails.
Yeah, there were some people that would just every day they'd be snowmobiling to work. Welcome to Houston, not Texas. Houston, British Columbia. Why are you flashing like crazy? I'm doing the speed limit. Okay, I'm going 1 over. What river is this? Assuming it ends up in the Fraser River eventually. It just says Houston Bridge. Doesn't have a river name. Maybe there's a name over here. Oh, that's just the Houston overhead for the railroad. So I don't know what the river's called. Okay, we're at exactly 1/4 tank of fuel. To be safe, I usually say about 3 hours of drive time, so it's 3.5 hours of drive time. Yeah, might be using more fuel than normal because I'm not using cruise control. Won't fuel up here though. We'll check again in Smithers and again in New Hazelton. Petra Pass here is to the right hand side. And I think the next red light maybe? Yeah. Turn right over here, there's a Cal Tire, and behind it there's a Petra Pass. Short green. No DEF up here, though, I don't think. Yeah, lots of traction. I go harder on the throttle when it's icy to test the traction. That probably uses more fuel too. There's a club car dock there as well here. Used it, so Petropass and a quad. Alright, I think we'll call it a day there. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow, back on the road. With a load of bales headed somewhere. Hopefully. We are out of here. You guys rock.
Adios.
This video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cookie starts with C. What other things start with C? Oh, who cares what other things? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Thanks for watching. Nom 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 nom.
Bye.